Dire Team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire Team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant Team pick.
Phantom Assassin.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. You may now select your heroes. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Prepare for battle.
My prayers are answered. My ancestors welcome me.
First blood.
30 seconds to battle. The battle begins.
But then maybe you end up seeing Winstrike also try and swap lanes, and then you've got like supports in the wrong lanes. I don't know. Very strange opening to this one, but it is going to be BZZ here.
You do not want to have two melee heroes against CK and Winter Wyvern. This is a free lane for a CK. Oh, they got the courier again.
Yo, that is not supposed to happen. And well, they're setting up right now, seeing if they can find something onto Non-Grata, as they're gonna already get the Q working. Illidan is there. They roll on top of him, seeing if they can punch down this CK with the body blocks. And they will possibly. No, they don't find the kill. But he's gonna force out that salve, and now we're probably gonna see Velhor TP to the top lane. Or maybe rotate mid and then TP afterwards. Nice goes.
Sadly for them, everyone was level 1. See how much stuff can DM do this game with another courier kill.
Uh-oh. ECZ taking a lot of damage there. And actually, Velor needs to get the heck out of here. He might just go down to the Rocket Barrage. The roll interrupted. Good play there. Milan not level 2 though, so doesn't have the shackles. He does have it now, but not the mana. A little bit off the mark.
Not enough. His base mana region is so bad.
Does have 2 stick charges for the turnaround here. 3 now, 4. And can he find this kill? He can turn around with the shackles. Punches, tries to get it. One more punch is all he needs. And he takes down Velhor. BZZ also trying to do what he can, but Milan gives him rightfully the tip. Played by the Shadow Shaman.
Radiant's courier has been
And now their courier
what's going on?
I have no idea. Vanscore ran into this one, and now the Light Strike right comes out. Trying to kill off DM. Oh, good decrypt the last second. Keeps him alive. And now DNZ almost able to find that Vanscore kill, but Splinter Blast didn't bounce off the creeps,
yeah.
So Vanscore can just retreat.
Vanscore too speedy with the early First Blood and Boots pickup. He wants the suicide. He's waiting. Let's see.
One shot.
DNZ gets it.
Well, in the meantime, they roll forward onto Silent, do have the kickback, and we'll take some tower shots there, actually.
Oh my god, BZZ tried to deny himself on a tower, but Milan read that so well. Free gold, free experience for him.
Yeah, big plays. Okay, so 3-1. A little bit of a lead for Winstrike here. And after the lanes are all now all set up the way that they're likely going to be, who do you feel like this is sort of favoring here for either team? Like,
not a big fan of the CK.
Okay.
So, bottom lane depends how they use their spells. I saw Kuroki getting an early point in Cold Embrace. That spell got buffed so much. He had 101 build on level 2. 50 mana for this kind of a region is insane.
Yeah, just 14 base regen over 4 seconds, and then that other based on the max HP. Yeah, that sounds real nice. Especially when you got somebody as tanky as the CK. Almost 1,000 HP already.
Yeah, the thing about it, you play aggressive, try to trade hits, them to use mana, and then you just heal up with Cold Embrace.
Lots of damage now. Onto this PA. Illidan gonna get the jump away. They don't have another Reality Rift on the other side. Milan goes down. Nangrata finds that kill, has level 3 on the Wyvern, does have enough for the Cold Embrace afterwards if they want to use it. But man, just lives through and gets the extra regen from the Oracle even.
Yeah, nicely done. A lot of kill potential if they use it right. You can see Winter Wyvern still saving up that point, whether he wants to get 1 point in Cold Embrace. Runes are spawning. Shrine is gonna be ready in 5 seconds, so they can heal up.
DNZ needs to be careful.
Milan.
They find themselves one. Velhor tries to get out of there, but the Rocket's eventually going to find their mark. And Milan again gives them the tip back. They're trading all their tips, man. It's too much. Save those for the big moment.
Fortune's change.
This is a big moment.
Oh, yeah?
You don't want to be passive. If someone uses aggressive tip on you, you need to give it back.
Okay.
Just for the balance.
DNZ is under a ward here. Band score realizing they're in the area.
Wow,
He is also
DNZ.
under a ward.
DNZ, hello, come back. You have a center there. You can kill that ward.
Well, yeah, apparently they wanted to bait it. So who's going to go and finish it off afterwards? Band score is away. And, okay, did they just not see it? Roll in, mid lane, DM. Still hanging on to that and tries to get away. Won't happen. Decrep was already used.
DNZ still doesn't know about that ward.
Did he just not see it?
No.
Radiant's middle tower is under
All right.
attack.
Hopefully they find it before too long. But yeah, that's why he placed that second one down, I guess, as well. Probably like, where the heck is this ward? How did I miss it?
I'm gonna have a talk with him after this game.
Okay. Sounds good, my man. Oop. Winter Blast. Arctic Burn. No creep wave nearby for Illidan to jump to, and this man is in some trouble as they have another stun. Is gonna toss it right on out there. Doesn't even need to, just gives him the little punch in the back.
Alright, CK is having a completely different game than what we saw in game number 1 of this series.
In the meantime, they kill off Silent, now looking towards Milan. Gotta be careful of that courier. Hello? No, they're gonna play it safe. And now send the courier off to give another, as it looks like they're just gonna roll away, and they're fine. But yeah, a couple kills there up top lane as they take down that gyrocopter.
And what's going on with Pagina? Jesus. Look at his net worth. Lina doubled the net worth. What?
He's just been buying regen this whole time, I guess. Because his CS isn't that bad, 31-3. And he's only died one time. He's just must have been buying regen this entire time.
Usually you would see Pagina putting the pressure on tower. No. 1000 HP missing on his tower, and he didn't deal any damage to enemy. G just dominating this matchup.
I mean, at least he has some levels, but yeah, that net worth, you can't afford to play this hero without items. Like, he just is going to be food. Well, Milan moves up. It's level 6 on Silence. This could be a good timing for them to get some pressure on.
Radiant's bottom
As they have
tower is
DNZ in the
under attack.
area. Do they get the D ward? They see that it's up there on the high ground in a second, so they should be able to take this ward out here.
I love the build on CK. Power treads straight into drums, so he can play active. The hero needs a mana pool, gives him even more mobility. I like it. No Hand of Midas. He might switch to Hand of Midas after. I wouldn't mind that.
Oh, DM. He thought it was going to be a good play getting the deny on his ward, but it just revealed his positioning, and Velhor went in with the roll and finds the kill.
They didn't even pop Laguna Blade, which means if he sticks around Earth Spirit,
Yeah.
Pagna TPs,
Radiant's middle
he's gonna
tower
die
is
again.
under
That's
attack.
exactly what Valerie is doing.
Radiant structures are
I mean, and they're going to try and keep this tower alive, but they take down the trees. They reveal the vision. The wraparound is coming. This could be a good moment for them, but Winstrike have to time this perfectly. If they bring back people too quickly, all right, Velhor, he spots them all. They're TPing in with the Pugna. They're going to try and blow him up right at the start. Laguna Blade comes out. They find the kill. They might end up losing Lina for this one, but they also have the Oracle in the area, and Vanscore can keep him alive if they need to, but more importantly, it looks like they're going to lose Milan, and they're going to lose DNZ. Now, Grata pops the ultimate, but Old But Gold have already done their job. Meanwhile, Silent trying to find G. He's going to just walk around the other side of the trees, and they don't get him. Velhor also TP's out. Old But Gold indeed.
That rocket is so slow. Man, DM... his play in game number 2 and in this one has not been great. Again, his movement is so predictable. TP's back to a lane, and the Earth Spirit did just as I mentioned. Gotta stick around, good wraparound from Winstrike, but they were not there on time, which gave OBG enough time to actually kill him, blow him up before they can save him. BZZ
tries to dodge, but looks like they will find this Darkseer in the end. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, right? You could tell the idea from Winstrike. It was like, okay, we know that they're going to stick around to try and kill the Pugna. Let's time it so that we kill them instead. But then Old But Gold just sort of, they brought the numbers that they needed, and then they won the fight off of it.
Good positioning from Valor. He was standing so they can't see him, but he also breaks the smoke, which gave him vision on them, and Lina cut down all the trees so they could see Pugna actually TPing.
Right.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Silent picks up that Helm of the Dominator creep, and he's 200 gold, but they did lose their top tier 1 tower, or rather, Old But Gold did. Winstrike able to put some pressure on the map in multiple locations. Strike doing at least a little something for themselves. I mean, that's the thing, right, is that this game still looks somewhat okay for them with their Chaos Knight having a good game. Gyro's had an okay game. How big of a problem is this Pugna being so far down in the net worth?
Dire's bottom tower is under
I mean, Pugna can recover, doesn't like to play from behind, but if they group up as 5, you're not gonna influence that Pugna doesn't have items. Okay. Especially if he switches the utility build. He doesn't even have mana boots at this point, so this is basically no build. I mean, Etherland's queued up for him. I think he's gonna need a Glimmer Cape to keep himself and his teammates alive.
Yeah. Milan's gonna probably get his Aether Lens before the Pugna does, to be honest. Alright, we got the Dom creep back up again, and maybe a wrap coming. The rest of Winstrike, man, look at that Centaur Conqueror. 679 movement speed. That Surge is such a fun spell now.
No cap.
No cap? It's a great spell. What are you talking about? I love it.
No, I mean...
Oh, I thought you said no. I thought you meant no cap. I was like, what?
No, I meant no maximum cap on the move speed.
Yeah.
Lina with the Shadow Blade, first item. Wants to be able to blow up Winter Wyvern. Easy to execute some of the ganks on the side lanes. TP rotation from Valor.
Illidan moving over, but they show up in numbers, drop the wards, and Milan gonna find the kill. Does he live through it? He pops the stick charges, trying to survive, and, well, the reapplication of Magnetize means that they will eventually die. Silent also maybe in a little bit of trouble, but they will have a Cold Embrace there, and Silent lives on 72 HP.
He's fine. Pugna had the life drain. Pop that Cold Embrace. They even have Shrine. Good build on Silent. Just one great band, Magic Wand, drums, a lot of move speed on top of Phase Boots, and has Maelstrom queued up. So he can farm up. This hero farms so fast with Maelstrom.
TPs right now, just the CK and the Pugna, which means that Nangrata probably is going to have to get out of here, as everybody, although they're bringing heroes. Okay, Winstrike are going to bring 3 down to fight the other 4 that are already here from Old But Gold. They don't have a glyph, so if they want to take this fight, they need to be quick about it. Looking for that opening. Vanscore will break the smoke, and with the shackles down now, it should be at least the Oracle to die. Dire able to get that tower. Fate's Edict. Eventually, Vanscore will go down. Do they find anybody else, though? Probably just this Dom creep, and that one might not even go down.
Tough kill to get 1500 HPs. Reality Rift, stun, action.
Alright, they just gave up on it, as they do eventually pull it down.
It's like killing a support hero.
Yeah. DMZ now, being chased by Velhor, but they're just going to pop the ulti now, and... Well, this might be a dead Earth Spirit. Tries to roll away, blocked immediately, pulled back in, Reality Rift, stun, punch, done. DMZ giving him the business afterwards with the chill baby. Uh-oh. Vanscore! Oh no! Just dropped the Warthon. He comes in, snags the rune. Does he manage to get out of here, though? He does have that missile onto him and train a lot of those illusions, but Silent takes him down. He got the rune, but again, it's like a lot used for this one.
Yeah, they're just outnumbering them right now, and Pugna pressuring the tier 1 tower on a mid lane. PK has a lot of farm. There's a lot of actually under farm heroes in this game. Look at PA has the same amount of farm as Earth Spirit. What?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Going for the Vlads again. And I mean, there is something to be said for like that steroid of an Ion Shell on the PA, but we just haven't seen that much damage. And the other thing is like the levels, right? Level 8. He's the same level as the Earth Spirit, below the Shadow Shaman right now in experience.
Now, he doesn't even have a raid bench, just straight magic wand into Vlad's, and G is just dumpstering them with this Shadow Blade. He's gonna run into mana problems. Every time he uses a combo, even with Clarity running, he does not have enough damage, enough mana. Has a BKB queued up as the next item. I guess it's good. BKB, a lot of spell damage from Winstrike.
Oh, Nangrata wants to find more here. There is still that Helm of the Dominator creep, another one that might go down as they do take it down. Pull back in BZZ. So even though Lina is having a good time, Opa Gold still keep on just rupturing heroes back and forth. They keep on going down.
That's 500 gold for Gyro from those creeps and from getting a hero kill. He actually switches back to S and Y.
Okay.
So these slows, stuns, silences, status resistance are not gonna last that long. Also give him tankiness, even more speed on top of phase boots plus drums, so he can position himself well.
I mean, that was the old Gyro build, like is, you know, just drums into Sanjanyasha into BKB.
Yeah, I mean, he had that Maelstrom queued up, but the way this game is going, they realize that they can play it faster. He doesn't have to spend time in jungle, where Maelstrom would actually be more efficient for him. And Milan dies again.
The back and forth that we have from these two is pretty great. You gotta love it. But they need to be careful now. Winstrike, only 4 heroes alive. They don't have their Shadow Shaman with them. Initiation onto DM. They have G in the area. Invis as well. They take down one, but they do lose that Pugna. Can they find any more? Buyback coming from the Earth Spirit. They pull back 2 as well. Nangrata still living. Turns on the Vanscore. Wants to find that kill. And the jump forward. They still have Winter Wyvern alive, but nothing used. The stomp comes out, but I'm not sure if it's going to be enough. Nangrata's still trying to live through this, but he is also going to die.
Can they get Roche with this?
Oh, the kickback onto Silent. This is pretty good, but can the rest of them get here in time? The secondary roll comes into position, but now they all walk into the War Trap. Milan is back and alive. Can they turn this around any further forward? It doesn't look like it, so Illidan chases out. Milan saves his carry, drops the wards, and now looking for a finish. G can't get him.
I'm not sure if they have enough damage for a Roche Pit. Everyone on Winstrike will be alive. They only have a Vlad's. I guess they need that Deso on PA.
And I think that this speaks to the problem, right? Like, imagine if PA was around that same level as where the Lina is in farm. Suddenly, that win of a fight means so much more. Right now, just it doesn't.
Darkseer is building team fighting items right now, as any Darkseer would. A little bit of lag, and almost has mech finished. So this is gonna give him more sustain, more armor in a team fight. Winstrike realizes they could be the one grabbing that Roshan life drain. Plus, I mean, CK is life stealing a lot from that Winstrike.
And with Roche continually getting these like armor upgrades, the magic damage that you get from Gyrocopter consistently and the Pugna, it actually is more effective at taking Roche than it was previously, because it's been less HP on Roche but more armor. So kind of a cool little thing there. And now Milan holding the ground, but they're able to take this, and Winstrike get themselves a free Aegis.
The problem is the CK. If he gets that card, I'm not sure who will be able to burst him down or kill him. What did PA just buy? It's Deso, what it seems to be. So no Battle Fury build, no mag in this game, no steroids for Phantom Assassin to be able to cleave against him. Maybe he gets... Yeah, I suppose he's gonna get the cleave on level 15 because he already has lifesteal.
Seems likely, but definitely needs that BKB this game. Otherwise, he's just not going to be able to do anything. But likewise, if you don't have damage, then you don't do anything that way either. So, kind of a catch-22 there. But it is sort of an odd situation, right? Like, it's the mid from Winstrike that's been the more sacrificial one this game. Does go for the bots next, so he can sort of keep those lanes pressured out and simultaneously be there for his team. That was the big problem he had on the OD game.
Well, that's how you counter it if you're not there, silent.
Belor, Reality Rift, but the roll away 2-second stun might be enough to kill him off, and it will. Now looking for G, they find it. Do they have any detection? Dust comes out. Oh, they were ready. Now G needs to run to get the hell out of there, but the Winter's Curse is down. This BKB is going to start wearing off. Can the rest of his team get here in time? They find the Hex up on the high ground. They're able to drop the wards. They knew that they would be there. Great play from Milan. And now the stun comes out onto 2. The wall is dropped down as well. Nangrada's still living through this. They pull back in Illidan. Find that kill, and Silent, the decrep, the walk away. Winstrike do it beautifully.
Good Winter Wyvern ulti just to keep Lena in that duration, and Milan was prepared, dropping those wards blindly, cashing Vanscore, and forcing a buyback out of him. They didn't even kill the tier 2 tower. They got what they wanted.
Yeah. EA kill. Slow her down by any means necessary. And what, 300 gold away from the Deathstone at this point, but more importantly, being off the map for a while. Allowing these other heroes on Winstrike to keep their catch-up going. So 3,000 gold lead for Winstrike. We hit the 22-minute mark. There's been almost 40 kills in this game. This is the way that we like to see it.
We miss a lot of kills. You notice how I say we? I'm not the one who's controlling the camera, but I'm taking a bullet for you, Gabe.
Hey, I mean, it's better than the mainstream, right? Oh, I didn't say that. I don't know what you're talking about.
Maybe we cast too much together. You're becoming a savage. Just kidding. I like it.
All right, let's see. We've got Velhor. He's going to get some wards down here as well, just scouting out this area. He's going to be a ward now. See if he can find anybody.
Radiant's bottom tower.
He's almost got his Spirit Vessel done, and the ping comes out. DM is down here. Where do they want to go?
Spirit Vessel is going to be a great item against heal from Pugna, Winter Wyvern, also against CK life stealing. Is Phantom Assassin is really underleveled. They have this Deso honors. There's going to be a ton of damage. -7 armor, which means Winter Wyvern negative armor. Same goes for Pugna and Shadow Shaman. Others don't care that much.
Break the smoke to kill this creep wave. And it looks like the pressure is going to be towards this tier 2 tower. Time remain on the Aegis, just under a minute. And this might be the moment that Old But Gold look for if there's an overextension, but a good observer ward place means that they're going to scout out Old But Gold moving over. Immediately that's going to get dewarded though. Illidan, to be careful, gets the blink back. They want to defend this tower. I mean, this could be a good time to fight if they know the timing on that Aegis.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Still 30 seconds on it. Winstrike does not want to commit Shadow Shaman wards for it. I feel like Illidan needs to be out of the base. If they can smoke right now and get a pick off, otherwise he just wasted a lot of time by just being in the base.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, right? This would have been that perfect moment before the BKB comes out for Gyrocopter, but they won't find it. So Winstrike are going to get away with that one for free. CK now has a Blink Dagger on top of everything else. He goes for that before the heart.
Yep, another gap closer for Oracle.
Like, Old But Gold are going to take these bounty runes. It's a DD bottled for G. He's really the damage dealer in this one, not the PA.
He went for damage talent, HP talent. If he gets to level 20, and look at the build he's going for. Crystallis, he realizes that they are going to run into physical damage issues, especially against the CK.
Oh man, he's about 100 experience away right now from getting that level 3 ulti also. They would love to have that before the next fight, but it looks like Winstrike are going to come down here a little bit earlier. They broke the smoke. Silent within vision. Light Strike right connects. Can they blow him down in time? They will. So immediately dead before he gets the BKB off, and now they're able to initiate onto Nongrata. The stun is there, but they're able to turn this one, and now Lena's starting to get killed by her own team. Won't fight die in time though, as they have the Greaves out, keeping her alive. Velhar also lives through all of this one as DNZ trying to run away. The Hex is there onto PA as she is escaping Nongrata. They catch one there though. It's only the Darkseer. And with the wards already down, do Old But Gold feel like chasing further forward here? Looks like they might, but they won't find anybody else. Still big kills for Old But Gold.
G stands for godlike in this game. They blew up Gyro before he could get his BKB off. Pugna, I'm not sure if he was not in range, or did they drop a sentry Glimmer Cape not used?
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah. Important things coming out there, and I mean, you take that fight with the Gyrocopter up front, you're expecting that somebody's going to be able to come and save them, but they just weren't in position. And now down to a 2,000 gold lead. They've got some other big items coming out as well. That Crystal is done on the Lena, like you were talking about. She's going to get towards that level 20 talent soon. Things not looking so bad for Old But Gold.
Yeah, Lena needs a mana item. Since she skipped Yule Scepter in this game, he had the Bloodthorn queued up after. Now he has Kaya Yasha back to Bloodthorn. Doesn't know what he needs to buy, but definitely needs a mana regen item because he uses his toolkit in a team fight and he's gone. And these fights are lasting for quite some time because of all the heal that they have. Everyone is kind of tanky, so he can't even use the ulti twice.
Yeah. No, it's true. It's really rough. And I think that still, if you're Winstrike right now, you're feeling somewhat okay about this game, but you need to be very careful. Like, people are strong, they have heroes that are incredibly farmed and all that jazz, but starting to be Old But Gold that's coming online.
The Spirit Vessel is doing so much work in team fights. Silent. Velor finds him, but there's no one around him. Lena with another Invis, double Invis, Shadow Blade, and Invis Rune. You need to have both Dust and the Sentry to actually see him. Just kidding.
I like that idea. Super balanced.
I mean, it's a cool feature. Double Invis. Yeah. Double reveal needed.
Roche, capable of respawning right now, but it's a minute and a half away. Now Winstrike smoked up, heading towards the top lane. Velor drops down a ward, so this is perfect positioning right now for Old But Gold. They see Silent immediately, And they're going to be able to get out with everybody else if they wanted to. They could think about counter-initiating. Do they have vision? Lina walking over towards the side. Illidan breaks the smoke, jumps onto DNZ. The Hex comes out from Milan. Velhor trying to initiate onto Milan, interrupting it, but they find the late strike range, trying to take down Gyrocopter before he gets anything off. The vacuum wall pulls back onto 2, but there's going to be the Winter's Curse not doing anything. The Decrypt came out in time, and that's going to keep Vanscore alive for the moment, and ends up popping the ulti on himself. Nongrata finds another as they get the stun and the kill onto that Darkseer. So the trade-off in the end is going to be a 3-for-1. I thought it was going to be good for Oba Gold.
Yeah, and Illidan had the buyback in the previous fight. Didn't deal any damage whatsoever. Gee, I said it. He does not have mana to cast his spells in a team fight because of this build.
Yeah. And, I mean, if you are going to go for a right-click build, it's scary into Wyvern, who just got that cold embrace on Silent, and then Lina didn't do anything.
Roche will respawn in a second. They just went out of the pit.
Yeah.
They're not out of Dota pit yet.
They're not out of Dota pit. Nope. They're going to create an illusion, send one into the pit probably. Or Silent's just going to walk in, realizes Roche is up. DP's coming, though. They gotta be careful. They are gonna realize what's going on. So Oba Gold know that Roche is happening. Milan still there, trying to be the one that breaks the initiation as BZZ runs into position. The roll forward doesn't quite find Milan. They gotta be careful. Roche is not going down quickly enough for Winstrike, and they find the Hex. There's gonna be also the missile landing onto BZZ, but Velor gets the kick away. And that's gonna stop the pressure towards the Roche pit.
And Pagna is on a different side. They are pinging him, but since he has Boots of Travel and the TP scroll, he can be at the two sides of the map pretty much at the same time. Pretty sloppy execution from both of these teams in the whole series. Like, these fights are not clean.
Yeah. Have you seen the cooldown duration level 20 on Gyrocopter yet?
Minus 25. So 20 seconds downtime.
I don't know if it's good. I don't know if it's good or not. I just haven't seen that
gyro. That's why.
It's true. Definitely true. Well, 4,000 net worth lead still. Old but Gold holding off. And Lina getting closer to that Bloodthorn. Still a little ways away. Obviously wants to save for buyback as well. Gotta keep those stacks up. You gotta keep your mana up. Velhor still just going to be the one that's up front and center, able to see these heroes if they head over to the side. DNZ drops down a ward, but it's up here on the high ground. So that won't reveal those, even if they get up to the high ground themselves.
Double damage.
DD, PA, time to fight. Has a BKB coming out too?
BKB ready. Do they have a smoke? Nope. I don't see any.
I mean, this is definitely the time to go, though. If they can take a fight, they would love to be able to. All right, she's going to pop the blur, so they won't see the DD or the BKB on her. A big moment. Velhor jumps in, finds the stun onto one, looking for more. They do jump now onto a second one. Gotta be careful about this initiation. Eviscerate the Lunar Wyvern. No buyback for her either. And Silence up front and center also. Gonna just try and jump away from this, but the Blink Strike, the dagger, it's not gonna connect. Good Glimmer Cape coming there, keeping Silent survivable.
That was some lucky ass crit coming from PA. One shot at Winter Wyvern with that DD. Roche is ready. That's a second Roche, Cheese and Aegis, but they can take this slow. They don't need to rush anything. Radiant using Scan again in Roche pit. Another blur from PA.
It is going to be the movement speed talent for Gyrocopter. So just opting to be able to kite away from these heroes. G finished off the Bloodthorn. It's coming out on the courier right now, but does not have the mana pool for her full combo. Silence. Good reaction there from Velor. They jump forward again. Lina does not have mana. They need to get the heck out of here. And trying to chase. DNZ is gonna again just get blown up. Okay, that works if you just find him like that. And now DM trying to make something happen, but this poor Pugna is completely alone and is going to drop down Silent, trying to play interference, but it's not going to happen. On the other side of it, they're just leaving the CK alone. They don't need to worry about him at all as they continue to chase down this gyrocopter who's very speedy, but Velhor will have another roll in a second. Goes forward, finds Silent, gets the Spirit Vessel on him. We'll have another kick as well as another roll, and that is going to be a kick onto Illidan. Triple kill for Velhor. This Earth Spirit's been out of control.
That's a full team wipe. Again, PA decides to go on Winter Wyvern, dies immediately without basically any spells used. He used called Embrace. That's pretty much it.
And PA is just sitting there like, team, do you guys want this thing? Can we come and take it, please? Darkseer is going to run in now. And hopefully be the one that tanks for her. We'll see if it's not going to happen or not.
Now it's going to become even harder for Winstrike to fight. PA will hit level 20, -4 extra armor corruption, and this is their tower damage right now. Darkseer is level 20, AoE surge, so they can easily re-engage, and if they could grab a kill with Lina or PA getting some lucky procs on that crit, they can chase, especially with the Earth Spirit rolling in, surged. So easy to execute.
Bottom lane, DM is here again to push out this lane and hope to force them back, which it looks like it will happen. He went for the Dagon build. No, I'm going back for the Aeon Disc afterwards. It's just been such a tough game for this Pugna. He has caught up some in the farm, but still some of the issues that we kind of identified in the draft for this hero.
Yeah, I feel like he needs to go all in on Dagon damage this game. Aeon Disc, I'm a big fan of the item, not when you play against the PA who can just proc it with one dagger.
Yeah. For such low commitment, it's very frustrating to play against.
I think he needs to risk more. What talent did he go for? 2-second Decrypify duration.
Okay. Well, I think that in the past, PA has often felt like sort of a counter to this gyrocopter. I think in this game it's a little different because it's really hard to lock down Silent. They don't have that like super hard initiation that just, you know, keeps him in place for a long period of time. And since he's got so much movement speed, the PA, you know, sitting at 365, gyrocopter at 529.
Yeah.
When he's popping phase boots.
But at this point, they don't have to kill Silent. Their primarily targets are Shadow Shaman and Winter Wyvern because they do so much in team fights. And if those two are gone, Winstrike can't take a fight.
Yeah. Cannot afford to. Until they get more farms. The surge coming. AoE. Hex is there. Need to be careful. Vacuum wall onto 4. Is it going to be enough though? Velhor tries to get the ulti off. It's not quite doing enough damage. The PA is going to be caught for the moment there in the Winter's Curse, but she's not hitting anybody else. Decrep coming, keeping that CK alive for the moment, and Velhor walks back in, gets another round of that Magnetize out, but there's going to be the silence to interrupt it, and now getting healed back up by the Oracle. Velhor is fine. Can they find anybody else in turn? Okay, Velhor is not fine. Darkseer goes down afterwards, and Illidan jumps with the decrep there yet again, and now they've got him caught. Can they blow him up? That's the Aegis down at least. Do they have another round of this? Milan looking, ward trap out with the Hex follow-up, and, well, Illidan gets saved as he's going to get the jump away. Vanscore, again, with the big plays there. Milan still chasing. Light Strike Ray, they blow him up. Didn't hit on it with that, but the Laguna Blade was enough to finish the Shadow Shaman.
Ay, Milan, what are you doing? No one is there. Everyone was low on mana, did not want to take a fight. So, Earth Spirit getting closer to level 20. Not close yet. GPM talent kicking in on Oracle. We already have a GPM on Winter Wyvern, but Winter Wyvern is under-leveled in this game. He got blown up so many times in those clutch fights. By PA. Anything big coming out from OBG? Gem picked up on Earth Spirit. That's a good one, even though Vision, Game, Winstrike does not have pretty much any kind of vision right now. So they've been shutting them down pretty good in the last 10 minutes. The only observer they have are those at their tier 3 towers.
And look at this. Vanscore just hanging out down here bottom. Cut creep waves if he needs to afterwards. Yeah, he's almost got that level 18 too, which can make all the difference. Just that extra range that you get on False Promise to 1,000 back where it used to be at all levels. And Old But Gold gonna go for the smoke up. Illidan pops the blur. He can be a part of this too, and they move pretty quick with that surge. Winstrike, go for a smoke of their own maybe, or are they just trying to retreat? They got to be careful. Milan, he's going to be the first one that they find and just going to get completely destroyed. No buyback for him. DNZ also jumped upon. Cold Embrace doesn't come quick enough. Now dodging away from that stun. They buy back on the Wyvern. It could be a bit ulti if they're able to get here in time, but already it's a problem. They are going to blow up one. That's going to be the Darkseer dropping low, but not low enough because the Oracle was there to save him. That keeps alive this Darkseer, and now they turn and kill off the CK. BZZ will barely live in spite of all of that damage piled onto him. And now Winstrike with the buyback from CK are on their last legs, hoping to hold on in this game number 3. Elimination match for both of these teams, but right now, it's looking like Old But Gold that might just have it.
They didn't manage to kill anyone. Again, good positioning from Vanscore, keeping them alive. That's a dieback from DNZ.
And now they find more. They want to kill off this Gyro. He will go down. Buyback comes from Silent, but everybody on Old But Gold is so tanky and so survivable. This is going to be a second Rax here. Range going down after the melee, and they're going to move down towards bottom next.
It feels like this game is over. The item progression from CK is non-existent whatsoever. At one point he was the most farmed hero in the game, and then it suddenly just stopped because they stopped fighting. It feels like it got into their head. They were ahead, but they were afraid to take fights.
Yeah.
That's basically not playing to win. You gave enemy. If you remember how poor Phantom Assassin was at one point.
Yeah, it definitely makes a huge difference there, and you can see Nangrata just trying to take down this Oracle. Vanscore now is just going to walk away from him afterwards. They call the GG. Good luck further. A lot of love between these two sides, it seems like, but in the end, it's going to be Old But Gold moving on, and Winstrike again not going to make it to a tournament.